Peace, y'all. I hope everyone's doing well today. We're going to get some messages. I want to tell you about a dream that I had. So I had a dream about this lady. I don't know who this lady is, but she was pregnant, and she was walking with a purple silk. It looked like a silk. It looked like water that was like draped around her, but she was walking, and it's just like this purple silk cover followed her, but you could tell she was naked, but the silk was covering like maybe like her chest, a little bit of her stomach, and her buttocks. And then after that, I dreamed of a friend that I used to be cool with. This guy, we're no longer friends. But with that said, I dreamed of him and his significant other. They were sitting down eating, and I forget the conversation we were having, but yeah, he was just telling me about what he was going through or whatever, like why we weren't like cool or whatever, but I can't remember exactly what we talked about really. But I really want to get the meaning of this dream, so let's get started. All right, ancestors, tap in. So yeah, that's crazy because this is this looked like the friend that I used to be friends with. So this is someone who's trying to get something done. They're trying to get something done. Okay, we got the Chariot card with the Star card. So, yeah, someone's trying to get something done. Someone's trying to get paid. Someone's trying to get paid. So we got the Six of Wands, the Chariot, and the Queen of Pentacles. Definitely people who are like badass, being full of like love and possibilities. Or these are just, people maybe you've walked away from. People who possibly betrayed you. Okay? So, with that said, these are people who could be under judgment. Whatever's happening, like everyone's like focused on what they need to do. However, the way they're focusing is like everything they're doing is sneaky. It's like, they're under judgment. They're being watched with the Eight of Cups. They're doing stuff and they're walking away acting as if they never done it. So, these are people who are portraying themselves as badass beings full of life, love, and possibility. The whole time they're being watched. So, yeah, definitely being watched. Two of Swords came out. I don't even know where this card came from, but Two of Swords is here. They're not sure or they're not clear of the actions that they're taking. But whatever it is, I'm just seeing here, like they're causing themselves a great deal of like spiritual debt, spiritual weight. So we got the Fool card here. Definitely moving in a nonchalant type of way. A person who's like, this is maybe however they moved, it caused like a lot of pain for somebody. So with the Death card here, it's showing that this is an ending, and this could be something that someone's stressing about. Another download I'm getting is like, when people do people dirty, they never feel how it feels because they're not left with that pain. So throughout the pain, this is the person who's been hurt. They've accumulated so much pain and hurt for this particular person that like is left with the pain that they have to currently deal with. But let's get some more clarity. All right. So we got the Death card again. So you could be coming out of pain. Definitely coming out of pain. So we got the Devil card here. Devil card with the Hangman and the Four of Swords. So now this is a person being left to like heal. They realizing that they're stuck in some sort of obsession. This is obsession. This is greed. This is maybe murder. I don't want to say that, but why did I just get that? So in the beginning, like when I was looking at this picture, it looked like this person was handling business, but also like trying to bury something too. So yeah, that's what I'm getting to. Maybe someone could be about to pass. Maybe someone could be about to be sacrificed. Maybe someone could be locked up. Someone could be frustrated. This is a Queen of Pentacles energy here, I'm seeing. So this person could be caught up on something. High Priestess, Two of Cups, thinking about what used to be. So we got the Three of Cups. Maybe okay, so they're caught up on a relationship that was toxic. Whatever it is, you know, this is something that is toxic. I see, like, with the Justice card, you could be receiving justice for this. Yeah, whatever it is not good. So we see the Six of Wands, King of Wands. Someone's feeling stuck, okay? So, you know, this is a person who perceives themselves, again, as a badass, being full of life, love, and possibilities. But inside, they could be going through some things. So this is a person who's accumulated a lot of karmic debt for themselves. So with the Seven of Wands, you know, we were talking about burying something. So, you know, Seven of Wands is like, what to me it looks like someone's burying something. This is a person who's like taking action to bury something. Like they're like literally trying to dig like some hole deep. But the issue is, as they're digging themselves deeper, they're feeling stuck and bind to something. They can't do it because right now they're hit with some sort of anxiety that is happening. So they're caught in the aftermath of things. There are people who are caught in aftermath of things, and also, you know, the whole time also receiving judgment for a lot of the conniving and sneaky things that they thought they could do and walk away from. The whole time with the Judgment card here, they were being watched, okay? So people being watched the whole time as they were doing a lot of conniving things. Also, when it came to greed or some sort of obsession, of some sort of jealousy, it's just like they sacrificed themselves, possibly, is what I'm seeing here. So anyway, I want to know, like, why did I get the lady? So what was the meaning of the pregnant lady in the dream who was walking around with that silk on? So we got the Death card with the Nine of Swords here. So this is saying there's some sort of transition happening for this person. What's going on? So we got the King of Cups, Four of Cups, Three of Wands. Why was the lady in the dream pregnant? Okay, so we got the Three of Wands, the Fool card, and the King of Wands. So let me look at this. So I couldn't understand it, but I did look it up. And it's saying that this is meaning, like, because I added, like, with the lady and her being pregnant and all this, I said, this dream in the cards you pulled are screaming deep emotional shifts, spiritual endings, and someone being exposed for who they truly are, with no place left to hide. The image of a pregnant woman walking naked with a purple silk wrapped that doesn't fully cover her says a lot. Pregnancy in a dream usually symbolizes creation, potential, or something growing, but paired with the nudity and the fact that the silk is more symbolic than protective, it looks like someone is being spiritually exposed. They've been trying to carry something, maybe a lie, an emotional situation, or even a relationship, but they can't hide it anymore. Their true intentions, vulnerabilities, or secrets are surfacing. The water-like quality of the purple wrap, that's emotions and intuition, possibly yours, picking up the truth before it's even said out loud. Purple is a spiritual color connected to intuition, power, or crown chakra. So this dream wasn't random. It was like a psychic spotlight on someone who has been trying to maintain an image or illusion, but is slipping. Now the cards confirm that this person in the middle of the major internal collapse is in the middle of a major internal collapse. Something in their emotional life is ending, and they're grieving. It's even if they don't show it on the outside, they're battling regret, denial, and the weight of their choices. They feel emotionally blocked or numbing, watching opportunities or connections slip by while they sit in self-pity or detachment. They're stuck between wanting to reach out and being too prideful or afraid to do so. There's restlessness, confusion, in a sense that they don't know what to do next. Even if they're acting bold or carefree on the surface, deep down they're lost and scattered. That full energy, which is this here, is saying that it's saying that suggests that they may try to start something fresh, but without truly healing or learning from their past. And yet there's a weird stubborn pride here. Like they're trying to keep their image intact with the King of Wands energy that I pulled. So yeah, King of Wands energy. Even while falling apart internally, they don't want you or anyone else to see how deeply this is affecting them. Bottom line, this dream is a message from spirit showing that someone is being stripped bare spiritually, emotionally, and energetically. They've been carrying something heavy, maybe trying to mask it in a pride or confidence, but now it's leaking out. You're seeing them as they really are, raw, exposed, emotional, and out of control of this situation. So it says you were shown this, so you know what was hidden is being revealed, and it's not your burden to carry anymore. All right, so now that we know what the woman who was pregnant in my dream is about, let's find out about these friends, or this friend that was in a dream. Ancestors, Most High God, tell me why the friend from the past came in my dream and he was eating in the dream too. Why was he in the dream? So 4 of Swords in reverse. This person is in deep regret. We got the Queen of Pentacles here. Could be an earth sign, man or woman. 2 of Swords. So this is a person that doesn't want to feel their feelings at this time. They don't want to really see what's going on. King of Wands, a person who's could be working out of their pride. Chariot. Okay, so these two have a relationship together. Okay, these possibly were the 2 people in my dream. All right, so we got the Queen of Swords, Chariot, the Temperance, the two of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here is like these are people who are wanting to like balance out a connection with you after they found out really what was going on. So like in the dream, it's like, you know, this is showing that they want to heal something. This is a new opportunity that they want to give to you, new beginning. Because they see clearly through what happened. They see clearly through whatever lies that they were presented with. You know, they weren't able, like maybe someone like pulled the wool over their eyes and they weren't able to see it. So we got the 3 of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. Even though they were like dealing with people plotting an agenda, when it came to you, Chosen, what I'm seeing here is like they knew the truth all along, and so they went along just to get along. And there was someone who was very crafty in like forming this situation here with the everything is fine. This is a person saying, oh, everything is fine, but deep down what I'm seeing here is like these people were looking at it like confirmation. So it's saying like 7 of Pentacles. It's like these people were looking, they questioned it all along, but they still went along with it. Okay, so this was because they were tempted by someone. They were tempted, easily tempted. So clarify this, ancestors. And now, like, even though they were tempted to do this, like, these were friends of yours that were involved in this. What it's saying is, like, with the Page of Swords and the Justice card, they knew that, you know, a person knows deep down that whatever they do, it is going to be some sort of karma. But people don't know how karma shows up. So people, they took risk in, like, playing with you, risk in betraying you. And even though they felt uncomfortable about it, like this was on their mind constantly, they knew they were wrong, they still did it anyway. Okay? So we got the Six of Cups with the Page of Cups. So a Tower moment is hidden because they were holding on, like they got some emotional memory about you that is no longer the same. Like you healed from this situation, even though you have love for these people. That's what it's showing me. Like you still got emotions for them. It's not like anything has changed. But with the Tower card, you know that that's whatever they did paint you. It caused a lot of pain. Look, a lot of grief. And so what's happening is like they're prideful. There are people who are prideful who could be holding on to maybe this Tower moment that has already happened, because there's always already been an ending for people who dug the hole. Like these are people who like in the beginning we talked about someone digging something. They're working on something, being conniving, digging a hole for something that they know that they should not be a part of. And now they're trying to bury something. But the whole time God is watching them. God has always been watching these people create a lot of negativity. You know, this became an addiction for these people. This brought them true happiness, aiming at you. You know, and so like what's happening is like with the Three of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, there were like a lot of lies being told on you. People painted a false illusion. And so now that this cycle is closing, there are people who are blind by the negativity that they have around them. They like want to take the shit out on you. And they're upset because you are protecting your energy with the Seven of Wands energy here, the Death card. You're freeing yourself, you know? And this is what hurts the most. It hurts that you're no longer in these people's lives because these people have done you real dirty. They tried to win at all costs, not learning or understanding the repercussions of their actions and what could happen, you know, if they were to go against you like that. You know, they were being watched the whole time. And with that Page of Swords that showed up with the Judgment card, it's just clarity that you cannot continue doing wrong by people, especially good people, and think you're going to get away with it. So with the friend eating the food, I'm just going to clarify that and see what's happening. So it's saying this dream feels like your subconscious and possibly your spirit team is giving you a chance to process closure, especially around betrayal, confusion, and the emotional fallout of old friendship. When someone appears in a dream to explain themselves, it's rarely just about them. It's about you coming into clarity, truth, and emotional release, whether they apologize in real life or not. This is unfinished business surfacing in spiritual. Like, remember, I was saying this is some sort of unfinished business that someone's stressing about. So it says, the fact that this ex-friend was explaining himself shows there's a part of you consciously or energetically that still wants to fully understand what happened. You may not need the friendship back, but your soul wants the truth of why things broke the way they did. The dream is offering a spiritual unpacking of that. Even if he never gives you an answer in real life, your higher self is giving it to you through him in the dream. He represented a vessel of truth, emotional release, and clarity. Sometimes spirit lets us meet people in the dream space so we can say or hear what we could in the physical world. The presence of his partner, accountability, witness. So this is saying his significant other being there is symbolic. It's not just about intimacy. It's about having someone else present during the explanation. That can mean he knows deep down or spiritually he was wrong and needed to be held accountable. Your spirit team is acting as a witness to the conversation, making sure nothing is hidden. You've entered a season where you now require truth, not excuses. And this is a presence where someone else shows he's already moved on. and his presence with someone else shows he's already moved on, but you're the one getting real closure. Okay, so it's saying emotional healing through communication. The act of eating together in dreams usually symbolizes trying to digest the process of something emotional. Food is a nourishment, but in a dream it is also to be emotional substance. So it's saying what's been taken in, what needs to be broken down, or what needs to be let go of. So this conversation in the dream may have been your heart finally being fed the truth, or fed the closure it was denied in the real world. So how this connects to the other dream. So it's saying your earlier dream with the pregnant woman exposed show emotional exposure, spiritual truth coming to the surface, and someone being unable to hide anymore. This dream continues that theme. People from the past are being energetically unmasked. They're being forced to face the truth, even if it's only happening in the spiritual dream realm. So it's saying you're cutting cords, receiving clarity, and reclaiming your emotional power. Spirit is giving you your answers so you can finally move on to a higher, stronger, and clearer. So final download is saying that this wasn't just a dream. It was a spiritual conversation, a moment of energetic truth, and a kind of karmic closing ceremony. You didn't need the apology in waking life. You got the understanding in one place that matters most, your spirit. So yeah, that's what I got from the dream. So let's pull some last messages. Thank you so much, Most High, and to my spiritual team, my ancestors, for the dream and for clarity. Let's get some last messages. Ancestors, please. All right, so we got service. I feel good when I can help others. So, Spirit is like, it's time to be kind to each other. The song I'm getting is, reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place. If you can. If you see a friend on the street and he's down, remember his shoes can fit your feet. Try a little bit and some. I don't remember the part. I'm getting the Michael Jackson's movie. That's where I got that song from. So yeah, Spirit is like, be kind, help others. It's time to change how we do things. We gotta be more loving, and with fear, it says, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. It's time to live in the energy of love. We got the death card because there are endings. So it says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Endings to you like doing better in your life. And then we got friendship. It says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay, so be careful how you do your friends. Be careful how you're treating your loved ones. If you really love that person and you want a true connection with that person, be kind. It doesn't hurt to be kind. It doesn't hurt to not go against someone that you say that you love. If you love somebody, then you don't talk about them behind their back. You don't team up with people that they don't get along with. You don't talk or speak to their exes. You don't do stuff like that. A true friend will never do that. So let's get some last messages. So we got, take the high road. You're at an impasse with a relationship or situation. It's time to think bigger, release desired outcomes, and take the most positive course of action. Okay, so take the high road on this. It's time to close out a chapter with this death card. This is transformation that is happening for you. This is not a card. So yeah, that's just telling how to do the cards. So we got obligation. So it says, stop telling yourself you should when you cater to others or to unnecessary expectations of yourself. You stop your flow of abundance. So there is someone who's feeling obligated to stay in certain social circles that they know they shouldn't stay in. Like you feel obligated because you feel sorry if you leave. You got to take your power back. It's about you growing and healing and becoming your best self. So we got gratitude, okay? So it says, there's always something to be grateful for, even in the darkest of situations. Now is the time to recognize what is going well in your life and what you are thankful for. So yeah, show more gratitude, okay? It's just time to like evolve at this time. You know, this is the age of Aquarius, and we got to start living in our truth. This isn't a card. We got to start living in our truth. We got to start speaking up for ourselves. We got to start knowing that this is the year of justice, fairness, balance. And if you're going against someone who is being a righteous being, these aren't cards here. Who are being righteous beings, or people who are trying to live a life of righteousness, or trying to be a good person, and you're going against that person, is no way that you'll win in that. The righteous win. This is the age of Aquarius. This is the year of Mayat, truth, justice. Age of Aquarius. Everything that's being hidden, even people who worn false masks for years, the masks are falling off and people are seeing people for who they are. And that's what this dream is about. So it says reward and recognitions. Congratulations. Your hard work will soon pay off and take you in the direction of your dreams. Acknowledge your efforts and own your power. Ashe. So the last two, let's see. So we got wisdom. You've been here before and you know what to do, yet you fear disappointing others. The wise choice may not be the popular choice, but choose for the highest good in this situation. So you know what you should do, all right? And again, this is not no one telling. These are divinely guided messages from the Most High. I cannot force you to do anything. And if the message isn't for you, it just isn't for you. You know, I'm not forcing no one to do nothing. I'm not telling no one to do nothing. You know, it's just my reading. Like, I listen to readings all the time. They've helped me to become who I am today. I've given credit to a lot of readers who have assisted me on my path and helped me to become, you know, where I am. Because where I am is not where I used to be. And where I used to be is not where I am. And I'm grateful for that, okay? If y'all go and watch my old videos on my other page, it's called Love Is My Life. You will see where I was. You know, it was a very rocky road for me, but I got through it, and God is so good. So we got connect to intuition. Repeating patterns are keeping you from making a new choice in this situation. Break free from old ways of thinking and ask for new insight. Ashe. So yeah, it is time for a lot of us to like surrender to our old ways, you know, ways that just never worked for us. Because some people are stuck in patterns that they've never gotten themselves out of. You know, some people get with me, like some people understand it. Maybe they're, you know, my messages are like a bit of conviction, but you know, I can't help it what God gives me. Like, these are messages from the divine. So, you know, if God gives me messages to bring to the collective, and it may not be for you at this time. You may not be ready for this message. You may not be ready for it. Come back when you are. Or if you're not ready, then it never was for you. So let's give some more messages, and we're going to end it. Naked. So Spirit is like, it's time to be naked. It's time to be truthful. You know, you got to be honest with yourself. What's going on? Like, do you really like how you're living? Are you hiding who you really are to appease other people? You know, because again, when you start living in your truth, you're going to make a lot of people uncomfortable. And I noticed that with myself. So like, me being in my truth and not hiding who I am, it shows me, I mean, I've been seeing that there are people who don't like that. You know, a lot of people, they don't like you when you live in your truth. And so you cannot be, I'm not fazed or mad about people who are not in alignment with where I am in my life. I just know that, you know, where I am is where I am. And it's nothing I can do about other people who may not like it. You know, it's just, you're going to ruffle a lot of feathers when you start living in your truth. So even like old people, when they turn 60, like my mom used to say, I don't give a damn what people think. I'ma do me, you know, and that's where I am at this time. So it says, hide no more. The emotional nakedness you avoid is your superpower, not your shame. Being emotionally naked means being vulnerable enough for the real you to shine through. Vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Practice being transparent. Start with the people closest to you. Say, I haven't been showing the whole me, but I am starting today. Have the courage to feel and express your feelings without people pleasing. Speak your truth. Share your story. Cultivate an appreciation for vulnerability in others. Become comfortable with feeling uncomfortable and making others uncomfortable. God's declaration. I have the courage to be vulnerable. And that's where I am. Like, I'm vulnerable. I'm open. I want to give people a real hug. Like one of them Ayala hugs. I really want to like speaking to people. I really want to like love people. But some people are not wanting to be loved. Some people, they always think that you're faking because maybe they may be faking. Maybe they're not being their true self. So they always are skeptical of you and how you're moving. Oh, you're not real. You're this. And they want to find every little thing about you. They want to listen to every little story. They want to get background details of you. They want to go to your past and remember things from your past. And you've healed from that. Like, you're no longer that person. But people, they're caught up in how you used to be and not seeing who you are today. Who you used to be doesn't matter about who you are today. You know what I'm saying? And there are people who have problems with that, but that's not your problem. That's theirs. You can't be mad at how people feel about you. You can only do you, you know, and that's what I've learned. Like, I'm not here to prove nothing to nobody. Never again. With that said, y'all have a wonderful day. Peace. Love you. Oops.